I can win by being the alpha male.
So if a guy pays for my tab.
I'm getting your attention. I feel like I touched like a vampire touching holy water.
Can I help you?
Well, I think they want to go in.
Okay. Should I close it?
Mike from PA is one of those people that we love to hate, whether it's because of his insane politics, his blatant dishonesty, or whether it's because of his outright lying. We all hate Mike for one reason or another, but there's more to it than that. How is it possible that a man who is so widely criticised both from his own community and those outside it became a streamer of popularity? It certainly isn't his personality, and if it's because people agree with him, then his audience must be made up of an army of teenagers. So why? Why is Mike an exception? Join me as we dive down the rabbit hole that is the Mike from PA persona. Firstly, I don't think abuse justifies any behaviour. Having family members who have gone through the worst abuse possible, hearing their stories and how they turned out just goes to prove that in 99% of cases, your behaviour is based on choices and not your past. However, Mike has a very interesting relationship with abuse and has fallen into some patterns that he may have been subjected to.
There are regulars here. $5 a month. How do you have hours of time to watch me? Look at, I have a wall of non-subs. This is fucking actually really heartbreaking. Because it's like people just really don't respect me.
This is BadBunny, and if you recognise the face, she was the woman who shamed her fans for not donating to her stream and told them that if they don't donate, they don't deserve to be watching her. Unlike most streamers, her only goal is to amass money instead of entertain people. As someone who casually watches streams, I can understand the reaction from her audience. Many rightly criticised her for these comments, and as someone with not much disposable income, it wouldn't be feasible for people like me to donate on every stream. Among these comments are her saying things like this.
I haven't got a donation or a sub for an hour. What the for an hour? How do I call in you? Don't you non-subbing whore. Everyone who is here for the first time is like, hey, I've never done anything for you and I just met you, but can I call in and talk to you? Why are you so special? If you're watching Twitch as a non-donating non-sub, you are leeching. Like, I get that people have financial issues, but like, I don't believe that half of my viewership is all suffering from crippling financial issues while also having hours upon hours every single day of time that they can spend watching Twitch. I find that very hard to believe that your financial issues are so horrific that you have hours and hours every day to watch Twitch, yet you don't have $5 to spare for an entire month.
BadBunny turned Mike into a bigger joke than he already was, and he seems to have internalised this abuse and taken it out on others. He will consistently lie about the people he argues with, and when he does interact, he will continue to be dishonest and strawman his opponent.
You can disagree with my take all day, but Mike, you, my friend, have lied about me a lot.
Enter Hunter Avalone, a political streamer and YouTuber who started his life on the right. Over the years, his views have slowly changed to become more left-wing, and he has tailored his channel to represent this change. In the political community, Hunter is respected as someone who has sacrificed a lot of his previous audience and revenue in the pursuit of transparency and honesty, so when Mike debated him, this inevitably happened.
Former fascist. And notice how former is in quotes, because what he's really getting at is that I'm still a fascist. I know, and anyone that's to the right of you call like a fascist. So, incorrect. Former fascist. Did I call you a fascist? I don't know. Former fascist.
As you can see, Mike likes to lie about Hunter, and there are more clips in this stream about him trying to guilt Hunter into keeping old videos up. Hunter has nothing to be guilty of, and this tactic by Mike is so blatant that it just makes him look pathetic. There is no doubt something he got from BadBunny, who publicly turned him into a joke, so he feels the need to take his internalised inferiority complex out on others. Luckily, Hunter isn't fazed by this at all and tries to keep the conversation on point. If you want to watch this debate, and I highly recommend it, check out the link in the description.
Why would you keyboard warrior me and then complain that I'm making fun of you for it? What kind of beta shit is that? Just own the fact that you're like a cringe soy-faced dude who postures online and pretends to be an alpha male.
What? Alpha males aren't real, Vouch.
You literally brag about being an alpha male for shouting over people.
Real.
I think that Mike's insistence that he is an alpha male stems from the relationship with BadBunny. While I can only speculate, based on the footage I've seen, it seems like he had to convince others he wore the trousers, and as a result, he had to brand himself as an alpha. However, he ran into a problem. Mike, in order to sleep with more women, brands himself as a feminist. Any real feminist would never use the term alpha male unironically like Mike does, so he has to solve this conflict. And how does he do this? He does it by not solving it. He will say that alphas don't exist because that's what a feminist would say, but then will continue to pretend he is the alpha because that's how he's internalized his abuse. Although I can sort of see where he's coming from. I mean, it's hard to deny his alpha masculinity when he was filmed doing this.
I can win by being the alpha male.
So if a guy pays for my tab,
I think I'm getting your attention.
And of course, we know that nothing's more alpha than screaming all the time.
500 other cities that are gonna do the same thing.
You gave me some
don't know shit
info.
about municipal politics.
You gave me
That's
some
why
info
you're
earlier.
stupid, 'cause
Mike-
you're a posturer.
Mike-
What's a TIF?
Hold on,
you
hold on.
don't know anything about politics. It's embarrassing. I'm talking to you.
No, to implement.
I just explained it.
Just I don't wait. Just answer the question.
What is white flight?
To the coastal cities.
Dumber than I-
Do you know what the worst part about all this is? It's that Mike ran for office. Not only that, but he was also removed from the candidate race as he lied about being a lawyer. Unfortunately, he was reinstated when 300 people signed a petition, but either way, he lost, getting only 38% of the votes. To this day, Mike uses this as a way to hold himself above other people, claiming he has helped other candidates in their runs. Whether or not this is true, it doesn't change the fact that Mike lost spectacularly, so his ideas about politics really don't hold any water. He's also famous for advocating for whatever he sees is best at the time and doesn't have a strong position on anything he says, whether or not he shouts otherwise. For example, when fellow streamer Destiny canvassed for progressive mayoral candidate Mark Goodell in Omaha, Mike donated to the more conservative lefty Kamala Harris just to spite Destiny. He later said that he did so due to Kamala's politics and that he had been following Omaha for a long time, but as his feud with Destiny had started 2 years before the race, it's very clear he lied about his reasoning. Mike is disliked by almost everyone in the community. His behaviour, both online and offline, paint a picture of someone who is suffering from insecurity issues. He has become someone to laugh at for how incredibly oblivious he is to everything that's going on around him. When it was revealed that he likes to spend his time on Reddit searching on forums of people he disagrees with, as well as his searches auto-correcting to his name on these forums, our hatred of Mike may turn into pity. Not only is this a man who has no clue about anything, but he likes to spend his free time arguing with people by purposefully searching for negative comments. I for one feel incredibly grateful when I think about Mike. I am grateful that I don't feel the need to seek out negativity to respond to, or spend time purposefully making myself angry by looking at forums of people I don't like. So whatever Mike says, whatever you think about him, take away this. You are a better person simply by existing.